Secure, secure, secure. Secure, secure, secure. The bad. I still living and I'm living every day. Not everybody wanna see you ease. I pray to God that he got these. I still living and I'm living every day. I work hard to select these. I pray to God that he got these.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America? Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal...
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set...
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A second nice move. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Set up with a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Stanley steps away to his left, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season,
McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Stanley dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can...
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going on in the scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 3rd down. Stanley looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Flex round!
The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Looking to throw. Stanley. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing on first down. Stanley. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flynn. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang. On first and 10, Stanley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Stanley. Throw left side complete. That's Maxwell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback. And stop
before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Stanley. And this is going to be incomplete. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating from the gun. Stanley. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns.
First down, Stanley. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down. Stanley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Oh, come on, hold on to the ball. Damn, I hate those.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10. Stanley is going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
To throw again, Stanley. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On 1st down, Stanley. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Looking to throw. Stanley. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first to that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Stanley. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Slipped one tackle.
Come on, like, how are you losing yards like that? Damn, you're fucking trash.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
Like, what are you doing? Oh my god. I hate the fucking AI on this game.
That'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
He gets down here near the goal line, and it's like he's fucking retarded.
I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and have to throw it anyway.
The quick slant caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Back to throw. Stanley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And
I swear to God, man, I hate, like, they need to do something about the stupidity of the AI. Like, seriously.
But they pressed the issue and found.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Stanley forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flynn. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley escaping the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Flynn. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where
Oh
you're
my
going
God,
to
he
go.
can't. He can't work down here in the goal line situation. He's that terrible.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Being chased out left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons will extend their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. On 1st and 10, Stanley. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanley steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Flynn. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9. Operating from the gun. Stanley. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stanley flush to his right, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Stanley. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1 of... scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless.
Oh, my God. Come on. Get rid of the ball.
Down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Stanley. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be hit.
Damn, come on. Give me some protection.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Stanley dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, and
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Back to throw. Stanley. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Stanley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. Stanley. And a big loss here as he's taken.
Damn, man, there's no protection.
13 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second down. Stanley throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Back to throw. Stanley. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to
damn
go
it.
with it. And he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with it. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Stanley buying time to his left. And it's
Hey, it just takes too long to just wind up and throw. Fuck.
But now this game is over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Atlanta, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Well, I had a pretty good game. Completed 39 out of 52 passes, 391 yards, 75% completion percentage, 5 touchdowns, no picks. However, once again, several of those damn drops were after they caught it and they get touched and they want to be little bitches and drop the fucking ball. My offensive line is fucking trash. Gave up a lot of sacks. Rushing, good day. McCaffrey, 22 carries, 117 yards and a touchdown. I had 10 carries, 131 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Tyree Middleton, 13 catches, 136 yards, 2 scores. Austin Hooper, 9 catches, 119 yards, and a score. Briscoe, 45 yards, 0 touchdowns. McCaffrey, 30 yards, no touchdowns. Excel Flynn, 6 catches, 27 yards, and a score. And the backup tight end this season, Miles Artmore, with 1 catch for a yard, and it was a touchdown. Sacks. You had Vic Beasley had 2 sacks. Rashard Wilson with a sack, and McKinley and Campbell with a half a sack. And let's see, Bobby McCain, new corner for this we got this season, had a pick, and Deion Jones with the pick. And Jake Elliott goes 3 for 3 on field goals. Good day for him. So that will conclude week 1 here in year number 6. And we start off 1-0. So until next time, we'll holler at y'all later.